proud sponsors of Richfield High School sports. Richfield City is.
And throwing us a wild one that we got to call last night. Looked forward to see what kind of game we get here.
Yeah, both these teams got down big. Ogden by 22, Richfield by 18. Richfield got within 10 a couple times and just couldn't get over the hump. Ogden actually got down by 22 and came back and took a 1-point lead and then lost in overtime to Judge Memorial.
Richfield defense starting out really catching the drives. Porter slipped free.
And the shot by Habit is up, short off the rim. Rebound down to Richfield. Quickly in the forecourt. Yardley gives it to Barnett. To Malik. Over on the left side to Yardley. Drives in, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll be in for Richfield underneath their own basket.
As Yardley had beat Habit there, he just punches him out. Just kind of a last-ditch effort as Yardley was headed at the rim.
18 teams play 3A basketball, and we're down to the Final Four. One of these teams will claim third, the other one fourth in the state. Now Miles Barnett for three. It's up and good.
Ogden in
That's a
defense.
Mason Machinery three-point shot. Of course, Eric Mason just below us there. Now, underneath spin move, it's up and a little bit short for Ogden. And they get the rebound. They'll get it back out to Tegan Porter. Porter will back it out to Stockton Marriott, who averages 18 points a game.
Coach Porter reset him out in a 5-out. Nice pick and roll action for call.
Shot down along the baseline's up, no good, and the rebound comes down to Richfield.
Take a look at
Court
see how
Moon.
Richfield attacks this man defense again as Miles able to lift that last one.
Court with a crossover goes down, and now we're going to have a foul. I think Court's going to shoot 2 foul shots.
Yeah, he did a nice job attacking there from the left side as he got down the lane. Just not able to quite finish as he drew that foul.
He's limping a little bit there. I think he's okay. Just
hit the ground hard. The old wood floor, good. It's got almost a little give.
This is the Apex Foot and Ankle Institute free throw line. Apex Foot and Ankle, they see new or old sports injuries for the ankle and foot, along with any foot pain, bunions, hammer toes, toenails. Apex Foot and Ankle, they accept all major insurances on Main Street in Richfield, and Dr. B's terrific. As Court Moon makes both foul shots.
Richfield's been able to start to break down this man defense early with the drive. As you saw Court Moon do it, Gage Yardley do it. Take a look and see what Ogden does to adjust if they start bringing a different type of help, or they adjust how they're guarding the ball.
And Gavin Kirshner comes in the game. Oh, I'll tell you, Gavin Kirshner's been really strong the last while. Had a rib injury and then came back. Now the runner's up, and we're going to have a charge.
Just as you're
and
talking
that was
about
Kirshner who took that.
Came over from that help side position. He was off ball. He sees the drive coming and knowing Porter's going hard. Porter's beat his guy a couple times, and great help side by Gavin Kirshner.
I think it's Tegan Porter that's going to pick up the foul. And immediately we're going to see George Blodgett come into the ball game.
Landed his elbow to the ground like you do so often when you hit the floor like that.
Both
it's
teams,
both
teams with an injury here early.
Yeah, they both hit it hard.
Just don't normally see that. Kirshner with it in the forecourt for Richfield. Top of the arch, over on the right side. They go into Nate Young. Nate goes up the shot. It's blocked. And back the other way, Stockton Marriott with the spin move. Now, and a nice pass, but couldn't quite have it. Couldn't get it to go.
Just
and Richfield with the rebound.
Transition defense by Richfield right there to make it hard on him. Excellent job getting back. His call had helped from the backside on that block he got.
Nate Young at the foul line, and it just wouldn't go. And a fight for the rebound brought down by Malik.
Fountain doing what Malik Fountain does.
And, you know, he doesn't always get the stat line, but, terrific player.
Oh, he is the glue that holds Richfield together. Does an excellent job.
Malik, top of the arch. Goes over on the left side, dribble drive in. And Kirshner goes up with a shot, and he's fouled. Kirshner's going to get 2 shots.
Able to come from that left side. Good hard drive. And just brings around getting into Cochran. And able to get that enough contact to get himself to the line. Nice drive by Gavin Kirshner.
And this is the Apex Foot and Ankle free throw line.
Gavin's brought a lot of energy off the bench all year for the Wildcats. Like how he how he approaches, works hard.
And our State Bank of Southern Utah score update. They're proud to support student athletes. Next time you had need, think State Bank and choose to keep your money local, supporting our community as Gavin makes the second one. And it's 6-0 Richfield, off to a good start here. Spin move, shot up and crawls over the rim. How many shots as Jones couldn't get it go? His Ogden missed close and back the other way, lay-in by Kirshner.
Excellent job getting the ball up the floor in transition by Richfield.
8-0, Richfield with the early lead, and we're going to take a Riverstone Contractors timeout. We'll be back.
Jones and DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a professional, personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they are committed to providing value beyond the project. It is their goal to create a place where people want to live, work, and enjoy life. Serving our local communities is something they are proud of, and it has been their privilege to do so for the past 40 years. Jones & Mill Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Dr. Richard Yardley is proud to welcome Dr. Preston Judy to the Mountain View Vision team. Dr. Judy has a special interest in pediatric eye exams, advanced dry eye treatment, and is accepting new patients. Mountain View Vision Center, serving all of Central Utah, offers comprehensive eye care, specialty contacts, diabetic exams, and the management and treatment of ocular disease. Offering a large inventory of frames and sunglasses, their team will help you find the perfect fit. Keep your vision sharp right here in Richfield with Mountain View Vision, proud sponsor of Central Utah High School Sports.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
And Ogden looking for the first points of the game. Richfield spread around. Miles Barnett with a 3, Court Moon with 2 foul shots, and Gavin Kirshner with a 2 and 1. That's the 8 points that Richfield has.
Ogden looking for that post inlet, but he didn't even look to score. Just kicked it right back out. Richfield
now taken away. Miles Barnett quickly for 3, and it's off the rim. A good look. Rebounded by Gage Yardley of Richfield. Back over to Miles Barnett on the left side. Miles driving in and just passed it out, trying to be very unselfish there.
Malik doing a nice job of moving, just not able to be in connection as Barnett just threw it where he was, not where he was going.
So Ogden with the ball here. Stockton Marriott, pass on the left side. Now they'll swing it over on the right side to Niall Habit. To Stockton. His three-point shot down, the barrel's up and good. A Mason Machinery three-point shot.
Working out of their 1-4 high action, got a little cross movement, and they got the ball heavy on the right, and that allowed Stockton to swing back around for that 3. That puts them into their 1-2-2 half-court trap.
Gage Yardley with it. Richfield doing a nice job of breaking the trap. Yardley through the lane, goes over the left side. And the little 7-foot jumper's up and good by Miles Barnett. Boy, has he been solid on the mid-range shooting. Not that he hasn't been good from outside either.
Great shooter.
Now, shot is up and good. I mean, off the rim by Cochran. Rebound out on the right side to Habit, and his shot's no good. And Ogden with a chance to get 3 shots at the basket. And then we'll have a butt foul on Richfield.
Yeah, just dug into him too hard. Marriott's such a good penetrator. Nate has switched on to him, just a hard guard for him right there.
Nate Young gets his first foul. And Niall Habit getting set to inbound it for this Ogden Tiger team. Goes over on the right side now to Stockton Marriott. Down along the baseline to Call. Call with a terrific game last night. And now the rebound to Habit, and his shot's up and good. Boy, that was athletic. But Ogden just getting too many shots here.
Yeah, those second chance points come in and finally getting able to score. As Richfield had done an excellent job and pushed that block-to-block screen off to where he was a foot off, and so they had won the battle, but they didn't get the rebound.
And now pass is taken away. Stockton Marriott, he's going to want to go the way he does. Banks it off the glass and puts it up and in.
Nice effort to jump that passing lane. Stockton's always looking for that. They're going to switch into looks like a 1-2-2 full court, which they'll trap right there at the half line.
Stockton Marriott now pass underneath to Kirshner. His shot's no good, but he's fouled. Boy, Kirshner just tough.
Good eye to throw that ball up over the top too, Gavin, as the 1-2-2 had lifted. They'd started it at full court and they dropped it back. The bottom had lifted way high. Gavin slipped behind it. Good eye to throw it up to him, and that just put the Ogden defense in a really bad position if they weren't going to give up a layup.
At the Apex Foot and Ankle Institute free throw line, where they accept all major insurances.
Nate Young coming off a little gingerly with his ankle. Came off the floor. You got Wayman coming on the floor, and back Court Moon comes back in the game.
And at the foul line's up and good. The second one by Kirshner. And Kirshner now with 4 points.
Jorgen Southwick comes in the game and gives Kirshner a break. Jorgen brings a lot of length and explosiveness to this Richfield when he comes off the bench. Really does a lot of nice stuff.
Underneath, now the shot is a pump fake, and there's a foul. I believe that's going to go against Southwick.
Caught an offside screen, back screen right there, and Marriott came around to the block side, gets the catch, so it put Jorgen in a funny position. And Marriott, he loves to draw contact. It's really he wants to get to the free throw line.
Yeah, and he's just a terrific athlete. Got averaging 18 points a game. For Richfield, Miles Barnett averages 12. Gage Yardley, 8. Court Moon, 5. 6 for Wayman. 4 for Kirshner. 9 for Southwick. 5 for Hudson Spell. I mean, they just spread it around.
Oh, with all the scoring power they have, as they should. Got the diamond trap right here. Here comes the trap. He jumps in front. There you go.
And Richfield still in the backcourt. They do get it to Court Moon, who gives it to Southwick. Southwick lays it up and in. Court Moon with a terrific pass, and Southwick lays it in.
Yeah, Jorgen running the floor, sprinting it out right there. Fun to watch him use his length.
Now, the 4-point lead for Richfield. They had an 8-0 lead and cut to 2. Now, shot by Habits up. No good. The rebound down to Wayman. Wayman quickly down to Yardley. Yardley's got room. He's going to go to the right side, and Yardley kisses it off the glass.
This has been a big strength for Richfield this year. When they can get out in transition, it's been one of the best running teams we've seen out of Richfield. And right there, you see it again.
5 different players have scored for Richfield. Now underneath to Jones. Jones spins, puts it in, and he's fouled.
Finally able to get a decent post catch where they were looking at the rim. And as you watch on this replay, as he gets it's a tough catch, but Fountain over gambles instead of coming in to help. And when he does that, that allows Jones to step through and get that and one.
And Jones's foul shot's up. No good. The rebound down to Court Moon of Richfield. And Court Moon at the foul line, up by 4 points, over to Gage Yardley on the left arch. Gage with the dribble. Back to Court Moon on the left side. Goes over to Wayman. Wayman underneath the Southwick. Spins, shot is short off the rim. Rebound comes down to Ogden.
Marriott, undersized, played behind Jorgen the whole time. Jorgen, knowing he has size advantage, stayed in the post, but Marriott pushed him out just far enough.
And now the ball's going to go out of bounds. It'll be in for Richfield. As Habit was going through the lane, he kind of got bumped, and the ball slipped out of his hands.
Richfield did an excellent job taking that drive away for him to be able to do that. Now you're going to see that 1-2-1-1. I call it the diamond press again. Last time they didn't put the brakes on, and Richfield was able to get a layup. And watch how they do that with Jorgen again, and Hudson's going to run on that off wing.
Southwick goes around, hangs, puts it up. It's no good, but a nice rebound there by Hudson Spell. Doing what a Hudson Spell does. Wayman on the baseline. His 7-foot floater. Rainbow Archer's good.
Those Hudson and Jorgen run the floor so well together. Had that opportunity. Good, nice for him to kick out to Wayman and get that knocked down.
Now, the ball's on the court. There's a fight for it, and what are we going to get here?
Jorgen playing behind call, able to pop that one loose.
6 different Wildcats have scored in this game already. And that foul will go against Wayman.
Cochran's going to come back in the game.
Both teams with 4 fouls,
Ginger.
but we will reset in 38 seconds. I like that.
It's been great. Good adjustment. I wish they'd get a 1-and-1 back in.
Now underneath to Habit. His shot's up. Floater in the center of the lane, and he drills it.
1-4 low with a little curl cut, so they screen the inbounding guy. and he curls off of that. He took a beating and able to finish with it.
He averages 12 points a game. Gage Yardley, Richfield up by 4 points. They led by as many as 8. Ogden's cut it to 2 once. Richfield's going to hold for one shot here with 11 seconds to go in the first quarter. Yardley dribbling down his court shoot shot, and we're going to have a foul.
So they went into a 1-4 low. As they went into the 1-4 low, Gage Yardley, he is such a great penetrator, able to get down inside and draw that foul on Jones, as Jones just kind of was trying to hang on to him.
But yeah, had his hand on him.
Yep. So really nice job by Gage. 7.7, plenty of time to get down and get a good look. If you're Ogden, just got to know how you want to get it.
It's the Apex foot and ankle free throw line.
Coach Porter makes the call for C, and see
Dr.
what they
Baca,
get out of that.
Dr. Baca Uta Kakala does a great job for us.
And
both foul shots good.
And
And we have a backcourt violation. So Richfield's going to get a chance to add to their points, a 6-point lead here.
yes, absolutely. They've got 3 full dribbles, and then they can get their shot off. See how they get organized. It looks like Ogden's going to lift. He's adjusting it. It goes, man. No, it didn't.
Yardley's runner, floater, top of the arch, and it banked off the glass. Had a chance. 1/4's in the books here. The State Bank of Southern Utah scoreboard update. Richfield 19, Ogden 13. So far, it's been a good one. We'll be back.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features an entire line of Rainbird sprinklers and systems for your yard or commercial property, and backs it up with an extremely knowledgeable staff that cares about the local community because they live here. Visit them at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield, or call for a showroom appointment 435-896-9606. Mountain Land Supply is proud to sponsor high school sports and wishes the teams, coaches, and players success.
Some hands swing rackets or grip irons. Some make winning plays or navigate steep trails. And some hands heal. They mend broken bones, deliver new life, set us on the right path, and help us feel better again. At Sevier Valley Hospital, our hands are here to help and heal.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Sports and 11 insurance stat check that stands out to you here.
Well, I don't have a direct stat, but the penetration that Richfield has been able to stop has been huge, and the transition of Richfield laying the ball up out in front has been really good for Richfield.
The Richfield City start of the second quarter. Court Moon has it for Richfield. Underneath to Gage Yardley. Yardley to Court Moon at the foul line. Court Moon gets it over to Wayman. Griff is open from the three-point line on the left side. And now we're going to have a foul.
It's interesting. We watched Cochran hit the ground hard, and then there was a little bit of a hitch in one of the Richfield players as he went up, and it ends up going on Hudson's Bell.
Yeah, and Ogden was saying as the Ogden player was on the court, and I'm not sure they didn't get it right. It just, it was a little late.
He got hit, but that was, yeah, it was different how it was late.
Ogden with the ball. They'll back it back out.
Stretching into a 5-out.
Porter goes top of the arch to Marriott. Stockton already with 7 points, averaging 18 a game. Gives it to Habit. Habit top of the arch, 8 seconds to go. Back to Stockton, the foul line. Plants, puts a shot up. Oh, that was a beautiful shot.
Richfield had guarded the pick and roll extremely well, the rest the penetration, but as the clock wound down, Marriott finding himself into that 15-footer. Good presence.
Gage Yardley with it for Richfield.
Out of the horn set.
Gives it to Jorgen Southwick. Jorgen at the foul line. Back over to Hudson Spell. Gets the first foot against Jones. Banks it up and in. He's fouled and it counts. Holy cow.
I've really enjoyed watching Hudson's game grow. That penetration right there as he dives in, so physically strong. Able to get a good, strong right-handed finish. As Richfield moved the ball, he got that catch in the slot on the right side. Able to send him downhill, and that gives Jones his second foul.
Second seventh different Wildcat to score in this game.
And you've got to expect that out of Richfield. Everybody can score on this team. They are a really good scoring team.
Richfield leading 21-15. Ogden with the ball here, 6:39 to go in the first half. Shot by Habit down at the top is up, no good, but the long arm and reach, it's out of bounds. It's in for Richfield.
Court Moon, excellent job boxing out. His call would have had that rebound, but Court had just give him enough space where he couldn't quite get a hold of it.
Today's game is brought to you on Mid-Utah Radio, TeamHive.live, KSLSports.com, and ETV. All happy to be bringing you this game. Court Moon, top of the arch. Looking to get it back to Southwick. He does. Jorgen's going to go down, lays it up, and he's a little too hard off the glass. Rebound comes down to Stockton Marriott of Ogden.
Ogden doing a nice job getting on his side and just making him go too fast.
Well, I said it was Stockton, but it was Porter, Teagan. It's out of bounds off Richfield, so it's going to be in for Ogden underneath their own basket.
Last time they used a nice 1-4 low, little curl action to be able to get a shot. See what they go to this time. A lot of discussion here. There's a little confusion.
I tell you, if you followed these teams during the year, you've had fun, and they're looking for the basketball. Another one.
Has anybody ever seen a ball disappear in a ball game?
Have you ever seen that happen?
No. That is my first experience as the ball left.
Oh, there. Well, anyway, that's a first for me.
You and me both. We've
had some crazy things happen.
Yes, you and I on the call. Things are going wild.
And we got Barrett Hilton here to verify for us, the master producer here. Shot on the left side's up, a good three-point shot by Teagan Porter.
Opening that corner three up, took a little bit of false action when it finally did. A great screen to get Teagan open.
Griff Wayman for three. And a Mason Machinery three-point shot. I know Eric Mason would have liked that one.
Big counter, being able to knock that one down.
Wayman now with 5 points.
Court Moon fronting call on that post up. They switch over and get Hudson back on him.
Dribble drive, and now to Habit through the lane. Back to Stockton, and we're going to get a foul, a reaching foul in the middle.
Habit been able to draw that as he just went hard right down the middle there. Richfield reaching in, getting called for that.
Wayman gets his first foul. Boy, I tell you, Griff's just his second foul. Griff's done a great job with 5 points. He'll go out here. Now Habit along the baseline. His shot is up and a little high, and Southwick reaches hard for the rebound for Richfield. Crosses into forecourt. Crossover dribble. Now gives it to Malik. Malik is not there, but a rebound to Hudson Spell. Does a bull fake. He gets the man in the air. It goes and it counts.
And one of the pieces of Hudson's game that I've been missing is he in the post does as well of drawing and finishing as we've seen a lot. We don't see that as much now as he's moved out in that 5-out in an attacking role, but you can see a glimmer of it this time as he's able to get around, use that body, and get call in the air.
Hudson's foul shot is off the side, but the rebound to Southwick. Trying to pass it underneath. Ogden knocks out of bounds. Good idea, just couldn't get it there. Ogden with good defense.
Well, Marriott saved it right there. That'd been another transition layup for Richfield if Marriott doesn't get his hands up.
These two fan bases are treated to very good teams. They're both fun to watch.
Now the box set for Richfield. They are putting Hudson right there in the post. See if he gets his catch. There he is. He'll get a bucket.
Hudson does a fake, puts it up, and it's not there. Hudson gets his own rebound, and now we're going to have a foul underneath, and Hudson, it won't be shooting this time.
No, love seeing Hudson get back there in the post. He's so good down in there. He's got great footwork and strength. Good to see him get back in there. And that one just rimmed out on him.
Call picks up his third.
And that's going to be a big deal because you've got Jones with 2, Call with 3, and that's their size. And that is, they got a size advantage, but they haven't been able to capitalize on it, and it's getting weaker right now.
Miles Barnett, top of the arch at the right side of the foul line. His little 7-foot floater's up and good. Miles Barnett with 7 points. Oh, I've loved watching him play.
Got down underneath the top of that zone and nobody'd come guard him.
10-point lead for Richfield. Ogden, just when Richfield seems they take control, Ogden's been come roaring back. 3-point shot on left side's up and good.
That's that
by Josh Cochran.
That's the roaring you were just barely talking about.
And Mason Machinery three-point shot, I must point out. Eric Mason just waved at me in front of us. Great guy. Richfield with the ball here. 4:13 to go in the first half. They're up 28-21.
Able to jump out, knock that loose. The ball pressure of Porter allows Stockton to jump that pass as they're working in a 2-3 zone here.
Kirshner, top of the arch, looking to go the foul line. Now to the right side, picked up goes over to Southwick. On the baseline, that's Southwick with that three-point shot, but give credit to the great assist from Malik.
Able to gather up that loose ball, saving that possession.
And of course, that was a Mason Machinery three-point shot by Southwick. Now, another three-point shot and another Mason Machinery three-point shot by Josh Cochran.
You got to love Ogden understanding he had made the last one and he got him a touch. Their block-to-block action, Richfield's defending very, very well. But as the back action is doing well for Ogden.
Now, Miles Barnett with a good save out near half court. Over on the right side to Southwick on the left side. Southwick for three, off the rim, and it's not there. And they're going to call a foul on Malik. I don't know if you saw it, but they both were going at it pretty good, but Malik was on the outside. And that's always the bad side.
He put a saddle on him and climbed on top there.
And that's Malik's first foul.
That's that 1-4 high crossing action. They usually have a backside. There it comes. Havoc comes up.
7 different Wildcats with a foul here in the first half, so it's been spread around. Ogden with the ball. Over to Stockton Marion. He spins. A shot goes up, and a tough shot. It got partially blocked, and he still got up and put it in.
And he wished one of those would have dropped for him last night. He had a tough time getting that type of shot to fall, but he gets that one here.
Richfield,
holding it in, 2-possession game.
Richfield up 31-26. Kirshner over to Southwick. Jorgen's three-point shot's up and good. A Mason Machinery three-point shot.
That baseline drive drew the whole zone down, leaving him wide open.
And down, a foul, and a 2-and-1 opportunity.
Jones able to get that catch as you watch this replay, just coming down the floor and dumping it into him. He did a great job of having the defense on the side. Nobody in front, nobody in back. And that leads to that foul. But the catch, as the pass just had to hit in and he had to go get the ball, was pretty big for him right there.
Tell you, Jones is a tough player. You and I have seen Ogden all 3 of their games. It's a really fun team to watch. I can see why they're where they're at.
You bet.
Yardley through the lane, a little too hard over the rim. A good drive.
Porter defended him well, just keeping him off balance.
Stockton Marriott on the baseline. It's blocked. Comes out to Hudson Spell. Hudson gets it over to Yardley. Gage back over to Barnett. Barnett dribbles in, stops at the foul line. Back over to Yardley on the right arch. 6-point lead for Richfield here underneath the Hudson Spell. He kisses it off the glass just outside the lane on the right side.
Ogden went back, man. Big miscommunication as Hudson flashed from that offside block. Nobody picked him up.
Now, Cochran with the three-point shot. Just a little bit long. The rebound comes down to Kirshner. I almost said Wes. My apologies there. As Gavin. Now underneath, Gavin shots up. It's not there. A fight for the rebound. Brought down on the court. And a pump fake and a shot up. Rebounded again underneath the Hudson Spell. Hudson would not give up on that.
And that you love. Richfield's just been working and working. And Ogden at times just stands and watches. If they don't get what they're feeling, and right there.
And have it along the baseline with a terrific move. Niola with 6 points.
Return the favor, and they're going to get into their 1-2-2, but the bottoms come high.
Richfield up by 8, 38-30. State Bank of Southern Utah scoreboard update. And Miles Barnett, a tough shot, in and out. And shot up by Hudson Spells a little off, and now a foul. And we're going to be shooting 2 here. This is where you wish it was 1-1.
Absolutely. I like the 1-1. It gives you opportunity for some different strategies, and makes you have to earn them.
And Malik picks his second foul. Griff Wayman with 2, Malik with 2, Hudson Spell with 2 for Richfield.
It's good for Richfield to Malik just picks that up here with 50 seconds left, so you'll be okay coming back into the third quarter as he's the glue guy for this Richfield team. He does
Apex foot and ankle foul line as Stockton makes the foul shot. And you want to join us at halftime for the Jones and the Mill Engineering halftime show. I appreciate them being our sponsors. Foul shot's up and good for Stockton. He makes both of them.
Ogden going to put that pressure back up on him. They send Griff Wayman down to the right corner. They've been able to get these guys to lift too high, and they've got some nice threes out of it. Made some, missed some.
Richfield in the backcourt. Stockton goes out of the game. He's got one foul. They want to make sure he doesn't get two. Oh, a great save by Wayman. Then a steal by Ogden. Quickly back the other way into forecourt. Come the Tigers and runners up and good. Have it with the shot.
Was there all day. It was not. That was it. The fan didn't feel like it was very good, but Court did an excellent job getting in position. He just on that replay, and he took it. Here comes that 1-2-2 again, trying to get a trap.
Richfield up by 6 here.
No shot clock. Use a 2-1-2 to break it.
And they go underneath the court, Moon. Back over on the right side to Wayman. The foul line to Moon. Moon shots up a little hard. Moon follows and gets his own rebound. 14 seconds to go.
Coach James
back out to Gage Yardley.
They got their attention to get the
Coach Jane giving signals to his team. Over to Southwick for 3. Shots up. No good. The rebound comes down to Ogden. And would it count? No, that's going to end our half. At halftime here at the boys 3A battle for 3rd and 4th place. It's Richfield 38, Ogden 32. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the Jones and the Mill Engineering halftime show.
It's never too early or too late to be thankful for new carpet or flooring. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring has a huge inventory and the service to back it up. Just come in and pick it out and Shepherd's does the rest. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring will help you get rid of those old carpets and flooring and replace them with new stain-resistant carpets or luxury vinyl planks. Shop 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday, Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Check out Shepherd's at 410 North Main in Richfield, and the deal's done.
Zions Bank is celebrating 150 years in our community. Whether you're looking to open a new account or save for the future, their bankers are ready to help you right now or when it's convenient for you. Now more than ever, Zions Bank is for you.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Are you or a loved one experiencing a mental health crisis? Let us help. Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital offers no-cost mental health assessments, open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have a choice in your mental health care. Insist on Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital for instant care. Call us today to speak with one of our highly trained mental health professionals. Call 801-852-2273. Or for more information, visit aspengrovehospital.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
The Chevy Silverado. With available Super Cruise connected by OnStar. Only Super Cruise lets you drive hands-free and tow hands-free. It'll help you get to the adventure energized, and it'll help drive you home.
Drive yours away this President's Day. Get 2.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,000 total value on this Silverado High Country when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
Dependable truck drivers like you have been Barney Trucking's #1 investment since 1947. That's why they provide their drivers with state-of-the-art equipment, ongoing training, and reliable, courteous support. Barney Trucking is now hiring Class A CDL drivers with Double's endorsement to help address our exceptional growth throughout Utah. Barney Trucking offers a competitive wage, solid benefits, home daily schedules, and an excellent safety record. Apply today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Halftime here in the Sevier Valley Center at the campus of Snow College in Richfield, where Richfield enjoys a 38-32 lead over a hotly contested first half in the battle for third and fourth place in the boys 3A championship. This is the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show, supporting our youth in their efforts to develop new talents and passions, paving the way to success. Jones and DeMille Engineering, and what a great company Jones and DeMille Engineering is. We also want to go over our Sorensen Levitt Insurance Stat Check. Of course, visit us in Richfield or Salina for all your home and auto business insurance needs. Proudly representing Auto Owners Insurance. You can call Corey at 896-4471 in Richfield or Sienna at 529-7471 in Salina. And you got some stats that Brad James has done for us.
Yeah, thanks to the Bradfather taking care of us. You know, field goal percentage, Richfield is actually shooting a lower field goal percentage at 46 to the 48 of Ogden. But the difference has been in the rebounding. Richfield has 9 offensive rebounds. They have crashed the glass and given themselves several opportunities. And that's led not to more shots, where they've shot 5 more field goal attempts, but it's also led to 5 more free throw attempts. The free throws off of those offensive rebounds have been big for Richfield to be able to give them this 6-point lead right here. That rebounding effort of the Wildcats really making a difference for them.
Well, let's look at the Richfield Community Pharmacy keys of the game. They believe their customers belong to their family. Let them provide you with convenient professional service you and your family deserve. They're located at 440 South Main Street in Richfield. What are the keys to the second half?
Well, Ogden's got to be aware of the transition issues that they've caused themselves. They don't get back very well, and that's got Richfield running. They also, when they get out into their 1-2-2, especially when they go to the three-quarter version of it, Richfield's done an excellent job at getting out in front of it and then over the top. And when Jorgen and Hudson are both in the game, they really can get behind that trap. So they've got to be able to watch that transition and shut those off. If Richfield didn't have the transition points they did, then this game would be somewhere either tied or a little bit low. So that's something Ogden's going to do. On Richfield's side, Stockton Marriott's been able to do Stockton Marriott things, which means he draws fouls and he makes some tough shots. And Richfield will clean that up. We know darn well Coach James is in having a conversation on how he wants to make sure that Stockton Marriott is not 4 for 4 from the field goal.
Okay, now our Richfield Family Dental Scoreboard. Dr. Topher Barnett and his team are proud to offer the latest technology and the highest quality of care to amazing families of Central Utah. Call Richfield Family Dental today at 435-896-9696 or visit richfielddental.com. And let's give some score updates that have gone on earlier today. This morning in the first game of the day, it was Canyon View on the girls' side taking 5th place, beating Summit Academy 59-46 in the 3A. It was Manti beating Emory 78-72. They'll take 5th place. Emory took 6th place. And on the girls' side, it was Grantsville beating Carbon 66-48. And so the Grantsville girls claimed 3rd place. They were the heavy favorites, and Emory upset them yesterday. So we're going to take a break, and we'll come back with more of the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. It's Richfield 38, Ogden 32. We'll be back.
When BARC detects a digital danger, I receive automatic alerts so that I can deal with problems as they arise, while still respecting my son's privacy by not having to read through every single message. BARC even delivers research-backed recommendations on dealing with the issue. This helps me and my son work together, trust each other, and build a deeper bond. BARC has helped protect millions of children while detecting tens of thousands of severe self-harm situations. BARC brings us closer together.
Get BARC protection today from Centricom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit IPAUtah.com JonesandDeMille.com to learn more about IPP Renewed. Jones and DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a professional, personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they are committed to providing value beyond the project. It is their goal to create a place where people want to live, work, and enjoy life. Serving our local communities is something they are proud of, and it has been their privilege to do so for the past 40 years. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Dr. Richard Yardley is proud to welcome Dr. Preston Judy to the Mountain View Vision team. Dr. Judy has a special interest in pediatric eye exams, advanced dry eye treatment, and is accepting new patients. Mountain View Vision Center, serving all of Central Utah, offers comprehensive eye care, specialty contacts, diabetic exams, and the management and treatment of ocular disease. Offering a large inventory of frames and sunglasses, their team will help you find the perfect fit. Keep your vision sharp right here in Richfield with Mountain View Vision, proud sponsor of Central Utah High School sports.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features an entire line of Rainbird sprinklers and systems for your yard or commercial property and backs it up with an extremely knowledgeable staff that cares about the local community because they live here. Visit them at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield or call for a showroom appointment 435-896-9606. Mountain Land Supply is proud to sponsor high school sports and wishes the teams, coaches, and players success.
There is an athlete in all of us that helps us accomplish the ordinary and the extraordinary. Every once in a while, we all need some help. At Sevier Valley Hospital, we are proud to care for you and our community, wherever you are in your athletic journey.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Want to thank Jones and DeMille Engineering for our halftime show. They applaud the teams from hard work, dedication, commitment. The race for excellence has no finish line. That's Jones and DeMille Engineering, and thank you for being our halftime sponsor. Richfield up 38-32. Ogden has the ball as we start third quarter action in this third place game, and knocked away by Miles Barnett quickly. Court Moon stops at the foul line.
Jumped that pick and roll really well, able to get the turnover on the roll pass.
Barnett down the left baseline. They go underneath to Nate Young. It's going to be taken away. Stockton Marriott quickly into forecourt. Spins. Gets a man in the air. Has a blocked by Miles Barnett. Malik Fountain comes down with it.
Marriott coming from the help side right there. As the pass was off to the right just a little bit, Nate couldn't quite gather it up. Stockton's help able to steal that.
Richfield City start of the second half, and Gage Hartley does a pump fake. His man goes up, and he gets one of his easier shots of this game.
Caught a nice backstring coming off that offside and brought him down to the ball side block, and that's what got him open.
Now we have another turnover, and it'll be in for Richfield. 40-32, Richfield up by 8.
It's going to take a little
largest
right
lead
here.
there's been 10 in this game. Ogden's never led. They have cut the 10-point lead down to 2. Right now that's back to 8. Miles Barnett underneath the Nate. Nate Young with a spin move puts it up and in, and Nate Young becomes the 8th different Wildcat to score in this game.
Porter, a head smaller, playing behind Young, made it easy as he just was able to catch and drop, step, finish.
Oh, and a nice pass underneath to Cochran. Cochran with 8 points. He was all alone.
Jones brought 3 to him, and so he was able just to spin and drop it down as Cochran did a nice job dropping in that backside.
Gage in the backcourt, crosses into forecourt. Gage Yardley with it for Richfield. Over to Miles Barnett, does a fake. Gets a man past him, and Miles Barnett with the Mason Machinery three-point shot. Mason Machinery and Springville Aurora, they know the farming business.
Good patience getting the defender out of the way.
Jones' shot's not there, but the rebound to Cochran gives it to Stockton Marion. And no, that was Habit. And Habit's fouled. He'll go to the foul line to shoot 2.
Good baseline cut there as he could have kept lifting out and away, but he goes up and drops right back at the basket, and that's a nice job to draw that foul.
Niole, just a great player, averages 12 points a game. had 6 in the first half. Now give him 7.
They feel like they've got Marriott back ready to go again. He's on the floor. You don't see him get much for breaks. He's a good ball player for the Tigers.
Richfield has 4 different players with 2 fouls each on them.
With their depth, they'll probably have 6 or 7 of them here. They got a lot of depth.
Court Moon in the backcourt gets past defender, and he kind of put his knee out to prevent him from getting past, and he'll get called for a foul.
Didn't hold the trap, as you see on the replay right there. Cochran comes over. The trap comes to touch. Court using a nice fake to lift him and then just go by him right there. Nice heady play by Court Moon to break that trap as he was in trouble.
And I thought they gave that to Cochran, but they got a 33 on there, so. Now, underneath that jackknife move, it's blocked. Nate Young with the ball. He's going to go to the foul line to shoot 2.
They never got that reported up on the clock, Rick. That's why, because there's no 33 for Ogden on the floor. But there you go, and I don't know if the clock's accurate, but that would be Jones's 4th. Well, I think
Nate's foul shot's good. And you're right.
I think something's off there, though.
Jesse Jones with 4. That's what they showed. Nice shot by Nate Young, and he makes both of them. Nate now with 4 points here in the quarter. And the shot clock here.
With the clock. Started late. They were
Richfield
trying to get on the same page.
Richfield with their large lead of the game at 11 right now.
Doing a nice job of keeping Ogden from scoring. They've just defended very well and not giving them anything easy.
Ogden with the ball here. Stockton Marriott, who's back into the ball game, to Cochran along the baseline. Cochran with a nice pass. Oh, and Habit goes up and puts it up and in.
That baseline drive drew a lot of help down on there, and Habit showing you he can cut at the basket. Last 2 scores by Ogden is Habit going at the basket without the ball.
Habit with 10 points. He averages 12 a game. Court Moon spins. Goes back out to Miles Barnett on the right arch. Miles gives it underneath to Malik. Malik does a fake, puts a guy up in the air, and a little too hard off the glass. Where he comes down to Stockton Marriott, over to Habit. Habit goes up the shot, it's up and good.
Habit's the way that he used his body right there, leaned Court sideways. Court was expecting him to come head on. He used just a little bit of a lean, and that set Court having to adjust. You see this in this replay. He has to come over, giving Habit just a little easier shot. Really nice job of using the dribble to change his defender's stance.
And Nate Young has to go out of the ball game. He had a little blood. He's going to go there, I think, on his nose. Boy, had a nice quarter, 4 points for Nate. And Richfield now throws it in. It's saved by Court Moon. A nice save.
That was heady by him, as that pass was very errant. Going to bring Call back in the game here.
Over to Miles Barnett on the right arch. Miles looking to get it to Southwick, who's into the ball game. To Court Moon. Court with a crossover, dribbles down. His shot is up and short off the rim. Comes down to Jones of Ogden.
And Jones had stayed flat on Court really well there. That defense was great. Forced a real tough shot.
Now, underneath to Jones. Passes to Cochran. Cochran spin moves up and good to left hand.
Like that action with the drift pass out. You usually see a 3 right there, but Cochran sizing back up, so they dumped it right in the pass. Ogden is good as post entry from the wing and corner, as you see, and they got a good bucket off of that one as Cochran sized up.
A 6-0 run for Ogden, and Miles Barnett ends that with a Mason Machinery 3-point shot. 13 points for Miles.
Really nice ball movement, bringing it from both sides of the floor.
3-point shot on the right side is up, no good. Gage Yardley with the rebound as Tegan Porter had a good look.
Defensive Richfield doing what it does and stopping that momentum for Ogden.
Over to Miles Barnett. Back out to Jorgen Southwick. 3-point shot in and out, no good. And a tough rebound. Nice job by Stockton Marriott of Ogden. Gets it back to Porter. Ogden swings it back to Porter, top of the arch. Over to Stockton Marriott, to Cochran. Cochran, top of the arch. Dribble drive by Nat, and there'll be a holding foul called on Richfield.
Havitt's made a good adjustment this game and recognized that he's got to get downhill, whether it's without the ball or this time with the ball. He's able to draw fouls and get something going for the Tigers.
5 different Wildcats now have 2 fouls as Jordan gets his second foul.
1-4 low. You got the 2 bigs on the floor, Jones and Call for Ogden.
And Kirshner guarding Stockton Marriott.
They run a double screen off of that corner 3. That's how they got open a while back. Talked about the later action come out. It's a double screen. You don't see that as often.
Havitt goes through the lane, but rebounded by Jones and puts it back up and in. And Jones with 6 points.
One of his easier ones as Richfield's done a great job usually collecting everything there, but just kind of decided to rest and let Jones get one.
Havitt created spacing when he went through the lane. Now Southwick goes through. He reverses it. Just a terrific move by Jorgen Southwick. 10 points for him.
Nice length, good penetration.
Now pass goes down along the baseline, and the shot is up and good. A nice move by Bingham Call. His first 2 points.
His post footwork is fun to watch.
Gavin Kirshner. Miles Barnett on the left arch. Back over to Malik. Malik Fountain on the left arch.
I think if they can get Hudson to catch, he'll draw another foul on Jones or get an easy basket. There's the catch.
Underneath the Spell. Spell goes across, back over to Jorgen Southwick. Underneath to Kirshner. Kirshner shots up and good. He had a man in his face. And Kirshner now with 6 points.
It was nice. He slipped into that monster hole right in the middle of the paint. It took him a second to find him, but good job by Kirshner to get there.
Now, Tegan Porter goes through the lane. He was all alone when he broke free and gets a reverse lay-in. 5 points.
Ogden starting to be able to break through that initial layer of that Richfield defense, and that starting to see him get a few baskets here in a long 2-possession game.
54-48, Richfield with the lead. 1:31 to go in the third quarter. Jorgen Southwick plants, goes up with a shot. It's up and good. And Jorgen with a smooth shot with a man in his face just inside the lane.
That wasn't any man. It was the longest guy on the floor. Very nice finish by Jorgen.
Now back the other way. Shot in the lane's up and good. And the return favor by Bingham Call. He has 4 points in the quarter. 4 in the game too.
Little battle going between the two right here. Now Call, he's ended up right now on Malik, so it won't
Southwick.
be Jorgen back with him until they get a switch.
Gets it over to Barnett. Barnett with another Mason Machinery 3-point shot. He has 3 of them here in the quarter. He has 16 points. And we're going to take a timeout. This will be a Riverstone Contractors timeout. 59-50 Richfield. We'll be back.
It's never too early or too late to be thankful for new carpet or flooring. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring has a huge inventory and the service to back it up. Just come in and pick it out and Shepherd's does the rest. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring will help you get rid of those old carpets and flooring and replace them with new stain-resistant carpets or luxury vinyl planks. Shop 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday, Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Check out Shepherd's at 410 North Main in Richfield, and the deal's done.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Back here at the Sevier Valley Center on the campus of Snow College in Richfield. And Miles Barnett has 4 Mason Machinery 3-point shots in this game.
He loves when he sees Porter coming out to guard him. Every time Porter comes out, he's knocked another one down.
And Ogden with the ball. Havitt over on the right side. The pass goes in as Blodgett gets it in, and there'll be a foul as Call's going to go to the foul line. I believe Nate Young will pick up that foul.
Love that action by Ogden. Whole lot of work over there on that left side, and what that does is it brings Call from the left over to the right block. Marriott, you see that bounce pass, just reaches out, drops it in. Beautiful post-entry action out of Ogden again. Right there to get called to the free throw line. They had taken everybody out of the way, and they did it all early off the right side, then brought Call over.
Call
nice
had
clear.
3 fouls in the first half and really kind of struggled. But here in the third quarter, he has 6 points, and the 9-point lead is down to 7 here. Kirshner being pressured in the backcourt, and a little banging. They're going to call that.
And Richfield doing a nice job getting through the traps, as this Ogden, when they got that 1-2-1-1 running last night, that's what brought them back in the game. But Richfield's busting through the traps with the dribble, making it hard on them, and then they can't get those rotations to steal the ball.
Richfield has good enough dribblers that they can do that. Not everybody has that luxury.
Yeah, very nice ball handling. Seen a couple of them get through there.
And Richfield gets it into Kirshner in the backcourt. He'll cross into forecourt with 31 seconds to go. About a 1 second differential between the shot clock and the third quarter clock. Now underneath to Kirshner. Kirshner does a fake, puts it up and in, and Kirshner continues to just do what he's done the last couple of weeks. He's just tough in that middle.
Got into the horn set and decided since they're going to pressure up, they just will score.
And now in the middle, and a foul on Nate Young. The basket's up and good. And Bingham Call now with 8 points in the quarter.
Call having to do a lot of work as Nate just took his space. He was able to gather himself out, get long on that, and finish. Really nice patience by Call, as Nate Young had taken his space a couple different times.
Nate now with 4 fouls on him. And at the foul line is Bingham Call.
Have going to get a little extended break here.
And rebound comes down to Richfield. Jorgen Southwick, a crossover is reversed. And Cochran with good defense, and a shot from half court is no good. And that concludes our third quarter action. Richfield 61, Ogden 54. We're only 3 quarters deep. This sometimes is a ending of a game score. We'll be back.
Yeah, they've been scoring.
Zions Bank is celebrating 150 years in our community. Whether you're looking to open a new account or save for the future, their bankers are ready to help you right now or when it's convenient for you. Now more than ever, Zions Bank is for you.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Are you or a loved one experiencing a mental health crisis? Let us help. Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital offers no-cost mental health assessments, open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have a choice in your mental health care. Insist on Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital for instant care. Call us today to speak with one of our highly trained mental health professionals. Call 801-852-2273, or for more information, visit aspengrovehospital.com.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Well, there's a lot of games this year that Richfield has not scored 61 points in a game, and you know, they have a good record. Now Richfield will put it in. This is a high-scoring game.
It is. Like you said, a lot of scoring. Defense is softened up. Ogden Richfield's just gotten what they want, and they've even had a few rim out.
Now, underneath the Malik to Southwick. Southwick shots up, and we're going to have a charge on Jorgen Southwick.
Heady by Cochran getting over there as he sees his teammate get beat. And he's able just to step off of Malik Fountain and get in the way. Nice job by Cochran.
That will be his 3rd foul. Cochran, this Ogden team, you can see they've been fun to watch. We've enjoyed them here in the tournament. Yes, and then they were here in the preview, so. Of course, the number 3 overall seed, they did win the region. Even though South Summit got the number 1 seed, Ogden was the champions of Region 13.
Richfield guarding that block action very well right there, not letting Call get a catch.
Richfield was a number 5 seed, and they were the champions of Region 12. Now, 3-point shot up by Cochran. It's up, no good. And Wayman, one of the shortest ones on the court, goes up hard for the rebound for Richfield. Wayman gets it over to Yardley. Over to on the baseline, the shot by Hudson Spells, up, no good. And a rebound down to Stockton Marriott. And Stockton picks up his dribble, gets it over to Cochran. 61-54. We've yet to have a point here in the 4th quarter, and we're about a minute deep in a high-scoring game here in the Sevier Valley Center, and we're going to have a foul away from the ball.
Griff Wayman was pushing him all the way down through. They went into the 1-4 high action, and they cross, and then they worked to drop down in, and Griff just getting a little extra handsy.
And Miles Barnett will re-enter the ball game for Griff Wayman. Ogden getting set to get it into Habit.
Had a miscommunication on that baseline of bounds.
Niall Habit, his runner. Go ahead.
I just said they had to get in the regular action. They had miscommunication on that baseline out of bounds.
14 points for Habit.
2-possession game.
Yardley at the foul line. Bounce pass. A nice job to Miles Barnett. Back underneath to Hudson Spell. And Hudson reverses and puts it with his right hand in.
Ogden working in their man. Got the back cut stopped. But when they did, they didn't scramble out of it enough. And that opened him up for that bucket.
Hudson Spell now with 12 points. Ogden trying to go underneath the Habit, and we'll have a whistle and a foul.
That drift pass just lifted for days. As it was finally able to be caught, they were able to make a nice little bounce pass into Habit. And Hudson, he's having a tough time kind of getting moving here in the second half.
4 different players for Richfield have at least 3 fouls. And Cochran with it. Goes over on the left side to Stockton Marriott. Stockton gives it back to Habit. Habit's runner is partially blocked, and then it's blocked out of bounds. It'll be in for Richfield. It's kind of interesting. It was Stockton Marriott that wanted to shoot in the first half. He had 13 points, all of them in the first half. Here in the second half, it's Habit that's really been the aggressor.
Yeah,
it's kind of a reverse.
Yeah, it's been nice to see Habit adjust and really get at the rim on and off the ball. Richfield changed their defense right there on how they're guarding those pick dribble handoffs by Ogden. Works out and turns them over. Still a man, but the way that they're playing the man changed.
Underneath the Hudson Spell, Hudson gets it over to Miles Barnett. 4-3 in the baseline, short off the rim. A rebound down to Brigham Call of Ogden. Quickly into forecourt come the Tigers. Stockton Marriott with it. On the left arch. To Stockton, down the lane on the left side. His shot's up and in.
Just able to do a razzle-dazzle as he gets that heavy jump stop.
Now underneath, and we're going to have it out of bounds in for Richfield.
Ogden has taken away the transition of Richfield so far here in the second half, and it has tightened this game right up to this 2-possession game.
Yeah, 3 fouls called on Richfield, none on Ogden in the quarter. Now the out-of-bounds play, and Hudson Spell is all alone for the lay-in, and it puts Richfield lead back to 7.
Excellent baseline out-of-bounds call. Caught him sleeping as they were worried about where the ball, who was that out on.
That scoreboard update brought to you by State Bank of Southern Utah. Now Stockton Marriott for 3.
Rotated that ball over, and Coach Porter wants to talk about how he's going to play defense next possession.
65 for Richfield, 61 for Ogden, 4:51 to go in the ball game. Timeout on the court, we'll be back.
The Chevy Silverado. With available Super Cruise connected by OnStar. Only Super Cruise lets you drive hands-free and tow hands-free. It'll help you get to the adventure energized, and it'll help drive you home. Drive yours away this President's Day. Get 2.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,000 total value on this Silverado High Country when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking's #1 investment has been dependable truck drivers like you. That's why they provide their drivers with an opportunity to earn up to $75,000 a year driving state-of-the-art equipment. Barney Trucking is now hiring drivers in Utah, San Pete, Sevier, Juab, Millard, Beaver, Iron, Carbon, and Emery counties. Barney Trucking offers a competitive wage, solid benefits, home daily schedules, and an excellent safety record. Apply today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
It's our Sorensen Levin Insurance stat check. Richfield has 7, Ogden 5. And
Ogden going to try to run their 1-2-2 again. 1-2-1-1, my bad.
Richfield
the trap.
Gets it into Yardley. In the backcourt, Yardley's going to cross. Gets it down to Malik. Malik to Hudson Spell. Back over to Southwick for three! The 8th three-point Mason Machinery three-point shot.
Can't bring three on the ball on a press right there. Richfield doing a great job taking advantage of it.
Southwick with 15 points. Now the pass going into Jones was a little wide, and Hudson Spell took advantage of it. We're going to have a goal.
Maxing out that timeout and coming with the momentum.
We will have a Golden Drug player of the game for Richfield. Also a white sanitation on the goal sub of the game. Three-point shot. That's a long one.
Guess who came out to guard him?
Miles Barnett with 5 of them. And it's a 10-point lead for Richfield.
Miles sees Porter coming to close out. He is knocking it down. Nice job.
Miles Barnett, my heavens, 19 points for him. And he has 5 Mason Machinery three-point shots.
Brought him up the elevator. Screen's not very good as Richfield able to get through him well.
And now underneath, the shot is up and good.
My goodness, they cleared out that side for Marriott, and he was able to get into it.
And Marriott, who didn't have a point in the third quarter, had 13 points at halftime, has come out, and now he has 20 points.
They go into their 1-2-2-3 quarter.
And over to the right side, and it's another Mason Machinery three-point shot by Jorgen Southwick, and he has 18 points. And now a charge is called.
Great job by Malik Fountain. He got in front of there. And as Havitt pushed out with that arm bar, he just went down, made it easy on the officials.
And that foul will go against.
Cannot use an
Havitt.
arm bar.
That's only his second.
They're going to go back to the 1-2-1-1.
And now three-quarter court pass saved by saved there nicely by the Cats. That was Malik Fountain.
Where he had to regather, not able to get anything out of the transition.
And now lob pass underneath to Yardley. He saves it, fakes it, puts it up and in. And Gage Yardley gives Richfield their large lead of the game of 13.
And Richfield taking advantage of the pressing, and that got him in transition. We talked about they hadn't had any transition. They got it from being pressed.
Now Jones for three. It's off the rim, but the rebound coming seemingly out of nowhere was Porter. Now Porter with a crossover goes over the left corner to Havitt. Back over to Stockton. Stockton Marriott dribbles down. His shot is up. He's fouled.
Finally able to get one where he gets past the defense and able to draw that foul as he does so well. Just coming down off of just almost the lane. Did a great job coming down in and digging in, getting that foul. Got Barnett behind him.
First foul on Miles as Stockton makes the foul shot.
Colin Jones going to switch out.
21 for Stockton Marriott.
Yeah, he
and I'll tell you,
and finishes.
what's that?
He attacks and finishes as well as anybody.
And this is the Apex foot and ankle free throw line. Join us post game for the Richfield Family Dental scoreboard. And our State Bank of Southern Utah scoreboard update. Local decisions, better results. State Bank of Southern Utah, member FDIC, is 76 for Richfield, 65 for Ogden, and they get a steal. The shot is up and tipped up and in by Havitt.
Difference this time, instead of being in denial, Marriott chooses to anticipate and jump the passing lane. One of the very few times that pressure has been able to get him a turnover.
And it's 67-76, timeout on the court. And Riverstone Contractors, call Pete at Riverstone Plumbing and Heating, 435-896-6264. That's Pete at Riverstone Contractors, just a great guy to work with. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back.
As a parent, you never want to see your child struggling with suicidal thoughts. But today, the threat is hidden deep within their phones. That's why I rely on Bark. Built by parents, for parents. Bark's award-winning dashboard monitors text messages, emails, and over 30 different apps and platforms for potential safety concerns. Hey, can we talk?
We at Centricom want to help every family protect their children. Get Bark protection today from Centricom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Now, welcome back here. And got to give thanks to Barrett Hilton, all the great things he does, our producer, keeping me in line. And this game on Mid-Utah Radio, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports. Now the baseball pass down to Miles Barnett, and Miles lays it up and in. Miles Barnett now with 21 points.
Beautiful action out of the timeout by Coach Janes to develop that. Took a second like it's supposed to.
Now Yardley with the steal, gets it back to Miles Barnett. Miles crosses into full court. Bounce pass underneath to Southwick and gets it back out to Malik Fountain. Gage Yardley with the dribble drive. Over to Barnett. And Southwick with the reverse. And goes underneath. Hudson Spell with the shot. It won't go, but a fight for it. And Hudson almost muscled away. A nice pickup there by Stockton Marriott. Oh, and a crossover. Just wouldn't go. And a fight for the ball, and it goes out of bounds. It's in for Richfield. 78-67, a minute 39 to go here.
Really nice work by Gage and Hudson coming down in transition to be able to develop and take care of that. Now Richfield's gotten a lot out of Ogden pressing. See what they do this time. There they go long again. There it is.
And they threw it again, the same thing. And Miles is going to get back-to-back layups. 23 points.
They bait and pull you up, and if you don't stay disciplined in your zone, then you'll get beat like that deep.
80 points for this Richfield Wildcat team. Been a long time since I've called a game with 80 points.
Assuming they might have shifted to a denial full court man, why that's worked those 2 times there instead of staying in that 1-2-1-1, but they put the guy on the ball so it looks like that.
And Coach James, there were 4 juniors and 1 senior on the court there, and Coach James is going to bring his seniors in.
Fun for him. Great job by this Wildcat crew to come out and work hard. It's just a testament to Wildcat basketball. Just working hard is what they do.
You tend to get really close when you follow the teams. And I've really enjoyed watching this team all year. Even though they won't get what they wanted, they're still going to finish 3rd probably in a very tough state tournament.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And, 3rd's not all bad.
No, it's one of the 3 teams to get a win. It's awesome for them. You're a great fan for the Wildcats, and they do it. They've played very well, and right here, executing against the pressure has stretched this out.
But it's been fun. I like high school basketball. Ogden's been fun to watch. Last night's game where you and I were able to call that was one of the truly fun games. I thought Ogden was going to win it, and when they got in overtime, they just ran out of gas. At least that's what I thought.
Absolutely. Good group of kids right here. See how they finish out the last minute and a half. Got a couple extra players coming back on.
Ashton White comes into the ball game. Ashton White, of course, a first-team All-Stater in football. Both him and Nate Young.
Let these seniors all get on the floor and play together.
Comes into Miles Barnett in the backcourt. And Barnett gets it over to Ashton. Back over to Miles Barnett to Kirshner. Kirshner's going to go in, and I'll tell you, Kirshner knows what to do with the ball.
Having a guy like Ashton White on the team's key. He comes in and battles every day in practice and helps each one of these guys get better. And that's something a lot of guys they don't get their name said as much, but they are as much of a key to this 3rd place taking as Richfield as anybody.
Oh, and well said there. I couldn't have said that any better. Great family. As Kirshner, Gavin makes the first one and misses the second. He has 9 points. And now the throw underneath. And Nate is there putting his hands in the air, and a nice putback in by Bingham Call, who has 10 points. And 44 seconds to go. Richfield up 81-69 here on the State Bank of Southern Utah scoreboard. And Nate Young for 3. Oh, they all stood up and cheered him. He's smiling
for him. You bet. Got to let Big Nate get that shot.
Habit is obviously fouled as he goes through the line. Well, is it Stockton? Maybe it was Stockton.
Ogden, we talked a lot about Richfield seniors. Ogden's got 7 of them on the roster.
And now Richfield's going to bring in a host of reserves, and that's so they can give a hand to these seniors.
You love seeing Coach Janes giving those seniors all a big hug. They've earned that. They've worked hard all these years working together.
And Habit with the shot through the lane, and there'll be a charge called.
Doing a nice job getting in position, holding the ground as Habit. He cut it within 2 possessions with that good aggressive take. Just couldn't quite.
Slate rides into the ball game. Jess Curtis, Garrett Wayman, Tanner Pollock into it, and also trying to pick up the other one. It's Pace Mullen. Pace with the ball, and he's going to shoot a 3, and it's not there.
Got a lot of fan help right there to blow that one up.
3-point shot on the left side. It's up off the rim. And the shot's up and good at the buzzer by Bingham Cole. And the final score is Richfield 81, Ogden 71. And the next game will be the Richfield Lady Wildcats as they'll take on Emory for the 3A state championship. And we hope you've enjoyed this one on Mid-Utah Radio Team High, KSLSports.com.